There's something about Celtic Football Club and viral outbreaks, whether it's COVID or the flu. Their arse seems to fold at Tannadice. Welcome back to Fog Football. Celtic claim they're forced to settle for a draw at Tannadice. Well, who knows? Maybe if they spent 20 million better on Adea and Engels, they might have been actually to get a goal for the bench today.
They would have £20 million sitting on the bench, and that £20 million may as well have stayed on the bench because it was 0-0 at Tannadice. A well-deserved draw for Dundee United. We're going to see how the Celtic fans are reacting. We're going to see how many people were bashing and calling out Scales and Ralston for not being good enough. Even though as defenders, they done their part today. They done their job. They kept a clean sheet. This is on the attackers. In newsflash, other than Yang, there was nobody in that Celtic team, whether it be midfield or attacking, that looked at a place.
Yeah, it may be, I think it's minus 29 then, bro. But it's only minus 9 in Glasgow right now.
Glasgow,
I've took a layer off, you've took, I mean, what could you take off?
I'm still stuck in the freezer here
So, is the fight's on, I'm telling you. Telling you guys, the fight is on, brother.
Even the average freezer's only about minus 20, to be fair.
Yeah, minus 18, 20. It was at that point one stage, but anyway, banter to one side. I'll take my W's when they come, and this is as good as it gets, apparently. So let's strap in and see what the comments are saying. Way, Merry Christmas, boys. The chase is on. At Rangers 72.
Right, the chase is on, and Rangers are coming.
Right, the Rangers are coming. I'm feeling it. I've listened to this video. It's basically just we're coming sort of pish. So that's what it is. Patrick says Kygo he misses far too many, in my opinion. He didn't miss too many clear-cut chances today. Fuck, Kygo was all right.
Salmon's
Pizzeria, mate. Pizzeria.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't fucking like pizza anyway.
Ah, you do. That's a lie.
It's all right. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's my go-to. If you had one take, if you could only pick one takeaway cuisine outlet.
Well, you can pronounce cuisine, but you can't get pizzeria.
Aye.
All right.
Problem with that? If you could only pick one thing to have for the rest of your life, but you could have maybe unlimited of it, but it's only
Scottish Premiership titles.
Nah, food-wise, mate. That's a good answer.
That is, food-wise, well, it can't be unhealthy, man, because you die eventually.
No, I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't eat all. I mean, just from a takeaway standpoint.
Takeaway?
Or a food joint.
Food?
Franchise, whatever.
I'd probably say McDonald's.
Nah, McDonald's is a good option.
Because it has loads of stuff.
You could always make a wee pizza in the house, couldn't you?
Like,
You can't make a McDonald's.
But I guess Domino's has Farity. I think it would have to be something with Farity. Like a Chinese has got Farity.
Domino's doesn't really have Farity.
I know, but you can get like dough balls, chips,
That's all
chicken.
bread. It's shite at the end of the day. You can get chips out of Domino's that taste like...
you can
get chips that taste like shite. Congratulations.
They do taste like shite, but if you get like a kebab...
Tastes like Celtic.
If you get from a kebab place, no reality, it's just going to be kebabs they do.
Oh, but they can do chips. They can do garlic bread. So you've went and shot yourself in the foot there, haven't you, a donut? They can do pizzas. Yeah, prick. Kind of...
Pronounce it again then. If you pronounce it right, then your opinion's spot on.
Let's move on.
No,
so,
pronounce it right.
Mr.
You've got one more chance.
Mr. Salmon.
Oh, no, that's his first name, mate.
Mr.
What's his second name?
Mr. Salmon, and I don't mean the guy that's dead. Rest in peace.
Right,
Fish.
what's his second name? Big Fish. What's his second name?
Fish, salmon, get it? I don't know.
I get it. I got it about 20 minutes ago.
First Minister, right. Total domination, but did nothing with it in the end. What's needed in January?
I mean, I wouldn't say...
I'd say somebody to stop Rangers, coming. That's what I'd say.
Somebody with a shotgun. What do I think's needed from Celtic in January? I mean, honestly, I would say another striker, but I think another striker pretty much admits defeat that Adam Adea is not good enough.
Do you think they will sign another striker?
Oh, no.
No, but even if they do, I think it'll be a cheap option. I think it'll be someone they bring in, labelling him as like a third choice, but he might actually be the second choice.
Yeah.
But they ain't going to bring in somebody at like 500k and go, you know what, let's be honest, man. Celtic should get Shanklin. I know everyone wants to rip the piss out of Hearts in the shite seasons that he's having, but you know, I know, and anybody that's honest watching this video, which probably isn't a lot of people, but anybody that's honest will admit that Shanklin's a better player than either.
Yep.
And that you can get him cheap as chips in January.
Yeah.
And that Celtic should have got him maybe a year ago or whatever.
It's just smart business.
You would bring him in, wouldn't you?
No, you would.
See if Celtic offered Hearts $1 million, I think they would fold. I mean, Hearts have no... You're not even in Europe anymore. Hearts have no reason to keep
Shanklin's goals have dried up, right? But
Shanklin's not going to save Hearts from a relegation battle anyway. I don't think we're in it.
You're out of a relegation battle?
No, we're not. But I don't think... For me, the relegation battle isn't that serious that we must keep... I'm not sitting there going, if we sell Shanklin, we're down.
No, I agree.
Now, I think we could keep Shanklin and go down. I think we could sell him and go down, but I don't think he's that pivotal right now. But like, see if the guy scored 20 goals back-to-back seasons in a Hearts team. Think what he would do in a good Celtic team.
True. A great Celtic team.
And just because Ida got paid 9.5, let's not pretend he's great. He's not. Fucking Norwich robbed Celtic.
No, they did. There is no two ways about it.
I know, I have seen a few Celtic fans actually comment, agreeing with me, by the way, that they think that Ida...
So no false narratives then?
Yeah, that they think Ida is, like, rubbish and basically not worth the money. But here, you can't get it right all the time, because look, Celtic got Matt O'Reilly, cheap as chips. Sometimes you underpay and you get a great player, sometimes you overpay and you get a dud.
You know what it is?
Every team had duds.
They could have got Miovski, but it's a level of snobbery.
He plays for Aberdeen.
We don't want to give Aberdeen 6.8 million or whatever the fee was. We'd rather give it to Norwich. That's what it is. And right? Shanklin's fat. He's a Hun. Whatever. What about, if you actually think that Adam Adair is better than Bojan Miovski, then I don't know what to tell you.
Of course they do. Majority of people do think that.
I know they will, but he's not. Adam Adair's not getting a move to Girona.
Majority of the
I don't even know what sort of season Miovski's having.
Majority of the people think the best two strikers in the league are Kygo, Ida, because they both play for Celtic. It's massive. It's big club snobbery at its finest.
But no, it is though, right? And this isn't the blue tinted specs. Can you not see something in the couple of months that Egan Mani's had that there's a player there?
Aye.
He's like, he's not megging top level guys against like, Nice and Tottenham. You can see something. It's just, he scored crucial goals that put my team in the bin last season. I'll admit that. It doesn't change the fact he's not really that good though.
See if you offer me Egan Mani already, I know who I'm taking at Hearts every day of the week.
Yeah.
But let's not pretend like Kyogo's not good enough. Kyogo's still the best all-round attacking player in the league. He's the best striker in the league.
See Egan Mani, right? He will go on to bigger and better things. Adair, this is as good as it's going to get for him and for me. And it's up to him. And there's nothing wrong with being at Celtic, but I think Egan Mani's got the level to go to a decent level Premier League team.
Egan Mani will go for way more than either unless Rangers somehow mess it up.
Which could happen. But anyway, less about Adair. I'm sure we'll have more comments on that. The Free Logic International said, I'm just glad our players don't get the flu every week because watching the Fringe players is absolutely soul destroying.
But you say watching the Fringe players, I mean, again, how much are we going to blame Ralston and Welsh?
Yeah, and Scales.
I'm not. Come on, Scales is better than Trusty. He is.
I know, but these people consider him. These people consider him.
Oh, here,
Celtic fans.
I will retract that. Right? Maybe Trusty's a better player, but he's not showing it.
Yeah,
he's not showing it.
I don't trust him.
No. So yeah, look, maybe Trusty maybe in 2 years' time we'll be thinking, look, Rodgers knew what he was doing. He was way better than Scales. But from what we've seen so far, I've not seen enough evidence to suggest that Trusty is a better player or that Trusty should be starting over Scales. It's the £6 million tag, I think, that puts pressure on Rodgers to play him.
No, I agree. Totally agree.
See if Trusty...
you can see that way a day. Engels... See if Engels come in for the price of McGowan. And McGowan
be starting every game over Engels, 100%.
Engels is even... he came on the 86th minute and needed a goal.
For me, if Trusty came in and he was like $500,000... The guy would be sitting his arse on the bench and Scales would still be playing alongside Carter Vickers.
January 2nd, right? It's a couple of weeks away. And, Rangers need to break their Celtic hoodoo. But I tell you what, see if Rangers do, these questions about Adair and Engels are going to go through the fucking roof.
Another thing...
But they probably won't because Come On can't do it.
Do you think there was just too much you think there was pressure on the Celtic board to rush into signings? Because they made them late. Right? Ida and Engels, they were made late in the transfer window. Do you think it's because they got that money for O'Reilly and the club were just complaining about having this war chest and not spending it? Do you think maybe the board were just trying to appease the fans and maybe rushed into just signing those two players?
Maybe. See a day, right?
Hold on, did a day not come in the last week and Engels came on was it last day or day before?
Yeah, something like that. But see with a day, right? See if he wasn't, a Celtic fan and Irish, how much has that had an impact?
Oh, I'd say it's had a big impact.
I would say it's had a massive impact, right? So, I mean, it is what it is, but 9.5 million, honestly, I think it's too big of a fee in the Scottish Premiership to be signing a guy that can't get near Kygo.
See, no matter how good, even if Ida came in and was good, right? I think if you're paying that money, it has to be the starter. Yeah. I don't think you cannot be bringing in somebody at that price and having him be second choice.
And see
good as Kygo is, I just don't think Celtic are in a situation. I don't think anybody in the Scottish Premiership is in a situation where you pay 9.5 million and that player isn't a guaranteed starter. And I think I never even thought it was in contention. I never seen either come in, and I never thought, here, if he makes good impacts off the bench, then maybe he'll be the number one. He might start the odd game that Rodgers thinks suits him better, but I do not see either ever surpassing Kygo as the starting player week in, week out.
No.
Depending on the team, maybe in the Champions League, we might see either start the odd game, but I do not see either getting like a 7, 6, 8, 9, 10 game starting streak if Kyogo's fully fit.
Yeah, I just think if Kygo picked up a 2-month injury, I'm not saying Celtic would be toothless because their wingers like Maid. Honestly, I'd rather start, if I was Celtic, I'd rather start Maid up front than go a day. Would you not?
Yep.
So, it is what it is, but we'll move on. Connor says...
the Japanese manager prefers Maeda to...
Then
Kygo, so...
Connor says, when will it stop? Pass the ball backwards, FC. Afraid to run at players is absolutely embarrassing. I actually clicked on this earlier thinking it was a troll. This is an actual Celtic fan. What do you make of that? Pass the ball backwards, FC. It's absolutely embarrassing. Is that a Celtic fan throwing the toys at the pram there?
I would say so. Come on. Is that? Let's not pretend this is an embarrassing draw. I predicted a draw. Dundee United are a good team.
Yeah.
You can't.
Conditions played a part.
You can't go and win every game. It's not ideal. Obviously, Celtic want to win every game, but you've got a massive lead. 2 points dropped. Big deal. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
So that's just madness, isn't it? But what I would say is I do think Celtic have been underperforming for at least a month now.
Yeah.
At the start of the season, it looked like they were genuinely going to... People were saying, they're going to go unbeaten. I believe Celtic will lose this season. I don't think they'll be unbeaten. Don't even necessarily think it'll be Rangers that beats them. But I do think that we'll see Celtic...
Because, it's a hard achievement to go unbeaten. Even, I know this league gets a piss ripped out of it, for the golfs and get gaps, but still hard to go unbeaten, right? But I think the big game for Celtic is young boys. They need to win that, don't they?
Yeah, well, if they don't win it, the pressure is on.
I watched...
See if they draw that, I think we'll be looking at another Hearts situation where Celtic finish 25th. Maybe go in goal difference.
Yeah, I watched Villa City the other day, right? Villa could have won about 6-1. That John Durham, I've never seen him play before, but that guy looks really good. McGinn, Rodgers, Celtic, I don't know, I could see them getting ripped at Villa Park.
Mad though when you think Celtic could have John McGinn for free. I know it's a while ago,
that's just the levels though, you're right.
And then you're paying 9.5 for Ida. I know it's a few years later and money's went up a wee bit, but still.
Miovski and Miller. Instead of right. Day and Engels.
It's this, we can't give clubs in the Scottish Premiership big transfer fees.
That's what it is though.
Sad.
But no, I don't get right. I know Aberdeen could have won the league this season. Pish, right? Even though we bantered about it. See Celtic giving Aberdeen 6.5 million. Would Celtic not rather give a fellow Scottish club 6.5 million than an English club who they hate?
That's how you also improve the league. See if you want the league to get better. But because by that, you're giving Aberdeen 6.5 million and you're keeping one of the league's best players in the league. If you want the Scottish Premiership to improve, if you want Scotland as a country and as a nation to get better at club level, that is one thing that would do that. See if the best players from our, clubs outside the top two, see if they were actually getting bought by the top two and they were getting paid good money, then that would just overall make it's a win-win for both. But it tends to be when we do see a player move from a club outside the top two to a top two club, the top two pay stingy money.
Well, I watched the Motherwell.
Like John Souttar, come on.
I watched the Motherwell Kelly game. They were trying to say on commentary that maybe Lennon Miller's at the Old Firm's price range. I disagree. There's no reason why Celtic can't afford him.
Yo, but
Motherwell are not going to be even if Motherwell wanted 15 million, Celtic could go and pay it.
Hearts
if they wanted to.
Hearts should have got a few million for John Souttar.
No, they should have. They should have got millions for Shanklin, but
should have got millions for Shanklin. There's two players that could have went to Rangers, but also, Hearts could have been compensated for.
Absolutely right. Beale, big Beale. Surely that can't be box office barrage, dropping points away at Dundee. Interesting indeed. A1 Celtic, that chance at a day set up for Kygo should have won us the game. Don't know what he was doing. Engels unlucky with his shot too. Our wide players were off it today.
People need to wind in this Brendan Rodgers bashing. I mean, it's one game.
That's a Rangers fan.
Fair enough, right.
Jason says it's a boring game to watch. They could have done much better. I know the wind and rain were strong, but still, they're professional footballers. Alright. But Bunny, fans were forced to watch same crap that's been played for weeks. If that was you saying that, they'd be like, you've got an agenda against them, Jambo Bear. But a Celtic fan says it, and it's alright.
But it hasn't. But for the past month, it hasn't been good.
No, it's funny though, right? There's two Champions League games they've not been good in. Bruges and Zagreb. They're even saying they were shite against Rangers, right?
That's what I mean. For a month, it's been Hibs. They were, I think, 3-0.
Rodgers went through them.
3-0 was one of the most least deserving 3-0 games I've seen.
Yeah. And then we'll wrap it up here. GM says you weren't forced, you just weren't good enough to score, lads. And then it's 9 points. Very interesting. Couple of weeks till January the 2nd. I believe Rangers got 2 away games. Celtic, I believe, got 2 home games. So, I mean, you would expect Celtic to win both. Rangers, well, let's see what happens there. I mean, I think just for the sake.
Is there a title fight? That's what we really want to know.
No.
If Rangers win their next 3 games, they can be no further than 6 points behind. If that happens, is there a title fight?
Well, with 6 points. It's on. The chance is there, but right now, no. I'm not getting carried away. I'm not going to pretend here, smoke a cigar and be like, -9. No. Win. Prove you can beat them. And then I'll be like, right, well, let's just build on it. I'm not gonna come on here and act smug and pretend that Rangers are in a title fight. I'll act smug when there's a trophy in the cabinet. I might be waiting a wee while to cash that one in. But anyway, folks, till next time. Peace.